There comes a time in everyone's life when you're ready to set out on a new journey, a new adventure, and finally explore a new horizon. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer me honestly. When you were a kid, what did you dream you would be? What did you dream of? What did you really want to do? Maybe you wanted to be an athlete. Maybe you wanted to be popular, famous. Maybe even a police officer, or perhaps an astronaut. But somewhere along the way, life happened, and those dreams and aspirations were beaten out of you. Or maybe, just maybe, you didn't think that you were worthy of those goals, and maybe you didn't think that you could achieve them. But deep down, I think we all dream of being financially free. And as we walk through this journey tonight, I hope that I'm able to activate the ambition and dreams that you once had as a kid. Welcome to the future, and welcome to Red Panda.
Can you guys see this? Yeah, seriously. Awesome.
So here is how the program is structured for you. I'm super excited for you. I debated for a long time how I should break all of this down. So, number one, I promise you that the program will be very simple. So if you have not invested or traded before, you won't feel confused, lost, and frustrated because you don't know what the hell is going on. Two, I'm going to give you in the master lessons section the advice that I wished that I received from day one. Trading is exciting, exhilarating, fun, but it can be frustrating if you're not given the right information from the very beginning. So I'm actually going to be talking to my younger self and some of you that I've talked to personally, everything that I wished that I knew from the very beginning. Third, you're going to listen to the master lesson. So this gives you all the lessons, the rules, the tips and tricks that you need to know, because many of you know how to read candles. Many of you know how to read a chart, but you may not know how to be profitable consistently. You may not have a plan. Fourth, you would download the NinjaTrader 8 platform. And 5, you will follow the rules, not deviate, and you will practice. And I am going to have you show me your trading report every single week. And finally, I want you to watch the master lessons video every single day for 90 days so you can internalize these. And in December, we will be in our live trading room together. So I'm so excited for us to begin this journey together. Welcome. And let's get to these master lessons so we can begin short-term investing. I love you all so much. First off, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for being a part of this Red Panda Sniper program. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I once again want to thank you for all of you that had the desire for me to make this program for you. So this is the master lessons section. So I want you to grab a notepad, a pen, and write the notes down that I tell you, because these are going to help you in your journey. But first, I want to walk you through why I made this program for you. So in 2018, I had a desire to teach women how to invest, short-term invest in the market, because I knew we were going to have a correction or recession in 2020. And I'm going to be honest, I did not know it was going to be this bad. But with this global pandemic, which spawned and turned into an international recession, one of the few markets that allow you to generate liquidity and capital as the futures market. For those of you that have heard my episode on Earn Your Leisure, episode 70, the two things that I always stress is long-term invest first. So I'm always going to say that. Less errors, higher probability of wealth, higher probability of peace if you invest in long-term first and then pair that with short-term investing. So, but I want you guys, regardless of what happens in the economy, to be able to have some control over your life and your financial state. That's why in the very beginning, all of the challenges were discipline based. So the burpees, the squats, the reading, the checking in at a certain time. Because the truth is, sometimes we just weren't given the correct blueprint to follow. And then a lot of it is, are we following a plan to a T every single day? So I made this program so you can be able to generate cash flow out of the market on demand. And let's be very honest, if you go to Join Red Panda, our flagship program for futures is Alpha. Not everyone is able to afford it. So I figured if I gave a free program, and the great thing is like the settings that I'm giving you are actually some of the settings in the big program. So this isn't just like a strategy I threw together. This is one of our primary tools that we use to get into the market. But I want you to be able to generate money on demand. Second, my goal for you is to master this and be able to have some relief financially. Because once you get this down and you're disciplined, the possibilities are endless. Of course, trading has considerable risks. Please consult with your advisor. If you don't have enough capital to invest into the market, you should not. If you're putting the last amount of money that you have into the market for short-term investing, you should not. But for those of you that are dedicated, that are well capitalized, that can follow a plan, you're going to have some great experiences in the market. Market is not always easy, but it's very simple, especially the way I'm going to lay out the setup to you and how to execute it. Third, get ready to take notes. So every time I see you on social or I talk to you, I'm going to quiz you. On the master lessons, I'm going to quiz you on some part of it because I want you to internalize this. Because this program is free, do not treat it like it's free. Because I'm going to be very honest, some of the elements, that's why you guys had to sign the NDA, are from Alpha and some are from Apex. So this isn't some throwaway. I want you to take this serious. And also, I want to see if you guys want to trade, since the program is free, as bad as you proclaim that you wanted to. If you want to trade, you will. So I'm going to be hard on you. I'm going to make you accountable, but you know right now if you want to trade or not. And it's going to be told in your actions once we start this program, which is right now. Fourth, I'm going to be hard on you. I love you, but I'm going to push you. And if you're not in a financial space that you want to do because you have yet to follow a plan to the T, because this is a business, I'm going to push the fuck out of you. No excuses will be allowed. Either you're going to study or not, follow the plan or not, execute when you're supposed to or not, or I reserve the right to remove you out of the program, even though it's free. I want what's best for you. The truth is, a lot of times people won't tell you what you need to do to elevate and get to the next level and get to freedom because they don't actually want to see you free. I'm not preaching. This isn't theoretical. It's just honest perspective. And then the hours that you have to put in, it's a necessary evil. But when you do, man, what a beautiful experience it is. And last, mastery. I'm going to push you to master a craft. Some of the numbers that are able to be hit in this market is almost impossible to hit elsewhere. So I'm going to push you to master this and not quit. So from here on out, I want you to dedicate the next year of your life to getting this down. For those of you that after you go through this process and you see it and you feel it and you want to level up and you want daily support, want to hit bigger numbers, bigger targets, you can join Alpha and we'll be in the trading room trading live together every single day. But for those of you that are beginning, this is like your NCAA. Before you get to the pro league, this is the area in which you need to prove yourself to get to the next level. So let's begin the master lessons. And the first lesson is the one that you always hear me say. Write this down. Invest long term first. I don't care what percentage you can hit in trading. Futures, options, any other derivatives, any other synthetic products. I want you to invest long term first. For those of you who do not have the money to do both, I totally understand, but you would be better off investing long term. Go look at a portfolio analyzer and go back and look at the course from 2000 or 2005 or 2010, 2012 through now, and see how much better you would have fared off just having your money in the market long term. And I think you guys know which two companies are my favorite. Last year, I gave a talk around this time, said how to have your best 2020 ever. 2020 panned out to be crazy, but those two stocks remained two of the best of this era. And the crazy part is, even with Apple, outside of 2008, Apple has never drawn down more than 6% in 1 year. It's crazy. The insurance and protection inside of just owning Apple alone is amazing. So those two, we will start there. Invest every single month. If you have the money and capability to just buy a lump sum, great. But if you don't, it is best for you to buy every single month. So I will invest in the market every single month. And I'll ask you a question. How many shares of a quality company or index do you need to secure your family for the next 5 generations? It's a real question. So you got to reverse engineer what you need. So your freedom number is one thing for you. But if you're looking 5 generations down, how many shares do you need? And let's just say at an average of a growth of $114, which is not a lot for tech. What's the amount of shares? Grab your calculator and start to play around with the numbers. And then that can set the baseline for what you need. Here are the biggest lessons on freedom. And the reason why I want to do it like this, opposed to slides, I wanted you guys to be able to write them down. Because when you write down the information and goals, they internalize a lot faster, opposed to just screenshotting the information. I want you guys to listen through. But first, wealth is the ultimate goal. And by wealth, I mean time freedom, having the amount of money that we need to retire, plus good health, plus great relationship, and spending time with the people that we want to spend time with. Please write down, wealth is the ultimate goal. That's why we're doing this. Because wealth isn't just money, because money with no health means nothing. Money and health without the people that you love means nothing. Okay? So let's start at the high level. Number 2, wealth buys you freedom. Our desire is to be free. Financially, time-wise. This vehicle allows us a chance to do so. This is why it's very important when I tell you guys not to overtrade, because when you overtrade, you are robbing yourself of freedom. And I want you guys to play this video every single day. It's a part of your daily accountability that we'll get into later. Okay? Third, the purpose of freedom is to do with your time what you'd like to do. If you have money and no free time to spend with your family and friends, you are not free. Fourth, you want to be around people that are peaceful, inspiring, and full of integrity. Number 5, this is a big one. Then this applies here. There is no shortcut. The only way to get good at this is by doing this. Hours in, days in, consistently. Don't quit. For the next year, I want you to dedicate time to getting this down. A certain amount of practice trades you're going to have to take before you go live. That would be 300. But once you get through all of those trades and seen all these scenarios in the market, and you studied the market for 2 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday, and then you have 4 days a week in which you can practice trade, you will know this like the back of your hand. The secret is there is no shortcut. And 6, this is no get rich quick scheme. I want you to build slowly and consistently. Even though the money is here is big, it can be lost fast. Making money is not the issue. Being able to retain it is most important. So number 6, there is no get rich quick scheme. I want you to build slowly and consistently. So here are my rules. For me, my framework is something is either a hell yes or a hell no. So if it's not hell yes, I'm not going to do it. I will give you everything that I have, everything that I know when it comes to short-term investing, how to get better, tips, tools, and tricks. But it's mandatory that all questions about trading have to remain in our private trading room when that goes live, or when we hop on Zoom together, when I do like a pop-up session for you guys. So no calls, please. No emails, no telegrams about it. And no Instagram messages about it. I will make more than enough time for everyone here, but that's only because my number one priority is Xander. And there are thousands of you in the program, and I don't want anyone to feel neglected. But it's hard for me to spend quality time with Xander, homeschool, do my own research, short-term invest, long-term invest, and be my best self so I can give what I know to you if I'm under a time crunch. That's why that time freedom is so important to me. So we'll have a ball when we get in a private trading room together. We can stay in for hours and talk about this, especially if you're dedicated. Only if you're dedicated. But I'm begging you, please let me preserve my energy and health and keep all questions about trading related in the trading room. And I'll be happy to open it up. We'll get started there December 1st. So, and lastly, I want you to promise me that you are going to master this. That's it. So this is the third piece of the puzzle, short-term investing. The first piece, write this down, is long-term investing. Second is swing trading. And third is short-term. I have to ask you right now, and write this down. What is your goal financially? You have to know that, and that has to be your North Star in order to know how much time you're going to put in to this. What's your goal? Right then, the real number, not the, if I could just do this to get bill money, not that number, the real number you want to make. The real number. What is your goal? Write the number down. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Great. Now let's reverse engineer from there. You have to have an obsession about financial freedom in that number. Okay? Write obsession towards hitting this goal on your sheet of paper and in your notebook. Short-term investing is simple, but it's not easy. There's some days you're going to want to quit. Some days you're going to be like, this doesn't work. I want to change things. Don't do it. This is B school. It's B school. Most people don't have the discipline to follow a routine to run a business. And what most people consider trading is really gambling. If you don't know where to get in, where to get out, as soon as you look at a chart, what targets you're going to go for, what percentages to expect upon loss, and what percentages to expect upon winning, you're gambling. You're gambling. Let this be your training ground. Enjoy this process. Love it. Love it. Be obsessed about being great at this. Master this one strategy, and it will allow you to do well. And then, of course, if you want multiple strategies, bigger wins, daily trading, you can always join Alpha. But for right now, master this one. So I got to say this before we get into the rest of the lessons. I'm begging you guys, don't steal my shit. So just because the program is free, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. And I said this before, if I see one Gumroad remix of a Blue Panda strategy, or, some of y'all start coaching and it's the orange koala, I'm going to snatch the whole program down. And I don't want to do that. I'm for the culture. I'm for us. I'm for us winning. I'm begging you. I want the culture to protect me. And I'll protect you. And I'll love you. endlessly. So as a community, if we can do that, please, I would be elated, because there's so much that I want to give. But of course, because the program is free, I have to be reserved until we get into the private trading room. And then I have to make sure that people aren't taking things. So, and follow the rules of the program. So once you have your trading plan, don't change anything. Don't change any indicators. Don't change number of trades, practice days, number of practice trades, nothing. Nothing. Keep it the same so we can all win collectively and you can do well individually. And lastly, be kind, be peaceful, be loving to me and everyone that you interact with every day. Because I still reserve the right to remove anyone from the program. It's free. You didn't pay for it. So if I don't like the energy, and energy is big to me, I'll have to let you go. But learn this, study this every day, and give your all to this. So I can't guarantee your outcome. It depends on your ability to stick to the plan and invest at the right time, not overtrade. But if you get this down, the money's big, and we'll walk through the money math here in a second, but it's huge. And lastly, you should not trade if you are not disciplined, if you cannot stick to a plan, and if you have bad habits. You shouldn't. You should not trade if you're not disciplined, will not stick to a plan, and you have bad habits. But if you are disciplined and you love short-term investing and you love trading and you are tired of having to sacrifice a certain amount of hours for your financial freedom, and you can be dedicated, this is for you. This is for you. So the people that normally do well with short-term investing are people who have been investing in the market already. Those in the military, because you've been taught supreme discipline. Athletes or former athletes, and then business owners. It's very important. And the reason, even in the trading room, I'm going to have it quiet, because the people that are the quietest are the ones that are executing and doing. The people that talk the most end up earning the least. It's easy to say, oh man, I'm gonna be dedicated, I'm studied up. Those are the people who usually are not dedicated. The people who have done the best in Red Panda are the ones who were quiet and just executed the plan. That's it. So let me show you. This is the reason why I love trading and short-term investing in futures over stocks. Because stocks were meant to be hold. We're here to buy businesses to hold them for long term, right? But let's say if we traded 5 contracts, so that's it. Write this down. 5 contracts is the size I'm going to have you guys trading. Everybody. So if I traded 5 contracts and I made, let's say, 80 cents on a trade, it wouldn't be any money to move the market at all. So, but when you're looking at, let's say something like NASDAQ, or let's say even just a clear example, let's say you get a $2.20 move on a $5 on a stock, you make $11. With the setup that we have here for NASDAQ, when you get to 220 ticks, that same move will be $5,500, right? And that's just one instrument. And then when we trade the other instrument that I'm talking about, 5 contracts, which is $2,500 investment, you'll be looking at a $5,000 return for one trade. The dollar amount is much larger on the future side, and that's intraday. So inside of one day, you'll be able to hit those targets after you practice. So write this down. You only can use one indicator. I need you guys to stop with the indicator orgy bullshit. You got RSI, MACD, stochastic. You got 6 EMAs, trend lines. Like, you don't need all that. Master one indicator. And when you see the setup, you'll see how simple that is. There's one place we're going to get into the market for long and short. One indicator. But if you have 19 things on your screen, you can't even see where to get in. And then one time frame. Write that down. One indicator and one time frame. I'm going to give it to you. Write this down. You should trade the same contract size consistently. Because if you're hopping around how many contracts to trade, You're never going to feel comfortable with any one particular size. And there are three things I need you to consider. The game is either won or lost before you turn on your computer based on your preparation. And you're studying and having your game plan mapped out. 2, investing is not about indicators. It's about process. It's about math and having a competitive advantage. And thirdly, most traders do not get good in trading because they haven't taken enough practice trades. The average trader takes less than 40 trades before going live. You really won't be good and know what you're doing until you get to 200 trades. Once you get to 300, you should be able to see the move before it arrives there. So that's why 300 is the baseline. People start too early. And brokers know that once you sign up for an account for short-term investing, that they only have 60 to 120 days with you, so they are going to push you. And the tighter your money is, the worse you would do in short-term investing. So that's why I preach mastering this. Okay? So you want to get to a place where you're winning at least 70% of your trades, to write 70%, and you want a profit factor of 5. I'll explain what that is later. You only get 2 practice trades per day. No more than that. 2 max. And your trading practice schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Write that down. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you would trade the American Open. And for those of you who work during the day, you would be able to trade the London. Only those 2 times. I'm a boss, bitch, you don't fuck with me. Know what it is, you know this bitch just ain't fuck with me. I write all my shit, you know. I want to ask you, what would you do if you had to hit your yearly goal inside of 3 months? What would you do? And we're going to get to the money. I promise you. So you can understand. But I want to give you reference around these lessons and the things you need to do to get good before we get into the money part. Because you can get so excited about the money that you forget to do the foundational work that comes with it. But why these particular targets? So the 2 targets that I have for you for NASDAQ and ZB, they both will put you at a $5,000 win. And your initial investment is $2,500. So on NASDAQ, your win would be $5,500. So let's play with some math. Write down what your total will be as if you win 12 trades times 5,500. Hypothetically. And then I want you to calculate what would that amount be if you're able to knock out 48 trades for the year. So you're starting to move into some bigger numbers. That's why consistency is so key. Doing the same thing over and over is key. Less trades, key. Only trading during ideal times, key. Right? So you must watch the market for 2 hours per day. You're going to start at 7:20 a.m. and look at ZB. That's why in the accountability, I had you guys checking in at 7:20 a.m. and then at 8:30 a.m. Central. Both of these are Central times. 7:20 a.m. Central for ZB and 8:30 a.m. Central for NASDAQ. You're going to watch 5 days a week, but you're only going to practice trade Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No exceptions. If you're not able to trade the American Open, then you should trade the London, which is at 2 a.m. Central. We get it all for free. So write that down. And the reason, like I said, why I didn't just make a bunch of slides, how I normally do for Market Mondays, I want you guys to write this down so you can begin to internalize it. Because once you know the schedule, know the rules, know what to do and what not to do, it's easy. It's easier for you. Once we get in a private trading room, if I call on you and I want to see you trade, you have to trade. There's no way to get good without having some pressure on you, and then I can see if you're following the system and the rules or not. We've talked about the obsession with freedom. You need money, time, health, the people you want to be around with in order to have that freedom.
Got you right in the candle.
For some of you, 12 trades is more than enough.
I'll blow your mind. Go.
For some of you, you want to get to some bigger numbers and start playing with the numbers. Like, okay, great. If I do 5 and okay, I went 32 trades on a year, how much will you have? It makes a huge difference. Write this down. You need to read 20 pages a day. 20 pages per day for the next year. 20 should be easy. If you already have been reading, 20 is easy. Okay? Next, I need you to report your results weekly. So inside the site here, at the end of the week, I want you to put your win ratio, your loss ratio. So, your percentage ratio. So if you want 70% of your trades, 60, put that in here. I want you to report how much money that you made for the week in here and what your profit factor is. Because if I can see those numbers, I can see what you need to tweak. I can tell if you're over trading, under trading, if you're afraid, if you're catching a move late, based off profit factor alone. You want to aim for a 70% win rate and a profit factor of at least 5. We'll have the journals out soon. Until then, I just want you to get your notepad and I want you to write in your trade what went wrong and what went right. And kudos to you that have already been winning on the first sniper setup. You guys should kill now. Trey, what up? I want you to do your daily affirmations twice per day. It's hard to trade and hard to execute well if you're stressed. Very difficult to do so. The affirmation will calm you down. So the invest in affirmation that I have for you, play in the morning and while you're watching the market and trading, and then play at night again before you go to bed so you can start to calm your mind down. And also that meditation that I created is also aimed to guide you in case I'm not around to instruct you on what to do. I need you to listen to Trading in the Zone once a week to help with the mindset of what to do to reinforce. And I want you to do this on Sunday. You pick the time on Sunday, just every Sunday. I want you to go through Trading in the Zone. And I want you to be fearless in your practice trades. Because to have a considerable impact, you're only 12 good trades away from having some impact and putting a smile on your face. Like, think about that. If you fire off 12 great trades, and it may take you 2 months, it may take you a month, depending on your skill set. Some of you can knock out those 12 trades in 22, 23 trading days. Your life can change very quickly. But put your all into this. Never overtrade. I never want you to pass up more than the 2 trades that you take per day, because it's going to create a bad habit and you're going to burn through your money. You're going to lose a lot of fucking money over trading. A lack of discipline to stick to a plan is the biggest reason. So if you lose your 2 trades, you still have to stop. No exceptions. No exceptions.
We get it all for free. So why can't we give it all back?
And now in a week, I'll show you how. I want you to start looking at the last 20 days to see how often your setup would have worked and to study the market. Once you see how the market moves and there is a consistency, a rhythm to it, it makes it a lot easier to know when to get into the market and when to stay away. Within 1 month, I want you to be in a position where you're able to win 10 trades in a row. That's my first goal for you. Please write that down. First goal, 10 trades in a row. And there's only 3 reasons we lose our trades. Got into the market too early, we got in too late, or we got the direction wrong. In the Ninja video, I'm going to show you how to read the candles. It's very simple. It's the same lesson that I take Xander through. Green means up and red means down. If knowing doji and triple tops and haramis were the end all be all to doing well in the market, everybody who knows them would make money. That's not it. I'm not saying they don't have value. but that's just the introductory piece. Most people that short-term invest are betting against the trend and get chopped up betting against the trend. So when I first started, I was taught incorrectly. That's why I'm so big on this. I was taught opposite. I was taught to buy when it went to support and buy all the red candles. And then when I bought the red candles, I was getting my head cut off. And then it's like, oh, okay, let me go to the other direction. And it worked out very well. So knowing the predominant trend, the true direction matters a lot. Write this out. How many trades do you need for the year to hit your goal? And if you need to pause, rewind. Great, I get it. How many trades do you need to hit your financial goal? You already have what to trade. You already are giving your contract sizes. I only want you to trade ZB from 7:20 a.m. to 8:20 a.m. And then NASDAQ, I want you to trade American Open from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's your trading plan. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 trades a day, 1 ZB, 1 NASDAQ, and you're good. I can't wait to see some of these numbers you guys are hitting. When you guys will go live, you'll be, I'll have you guys trading just 2 times a week. You get all your practice trades in, learn everything that you need to, get your reps in, and then you'll be able to pick apart the market, and it takes all the pressure off of you. What are top books that you need to read? We already went over them. Trading in the Zone, Market Wizards, and Money Master the Game. That's all you need. The endless reading, the endless consumption of information is all designed because you may not be ready to start executing. There's not more information that's going to set you free. Information is great. It's not enough though. So write these down. This is your daily accountability schedule, and this will also be posted in the site. Number 1, your affirmation in the morning. Number 2, I want to see you check in on IG as you have been, and I want you to write, checking into the market. I will be a wise and patient investor. Hashtag Red Panda Sniper. So check in before 7:20. I'm checking into the market. I will be a wise and patient investor. Hashtag Red Panda Sniper. This one you guys won't like, but it's needed. And it's one of the things that my guy pushed me to do, Tie It Up. Because one of our friends, Alfonso, is almost at that goal. So for the next 400 days, you pick between burpees and squats. You pick 100 each every day for the next 400 days. If you have an injury or an ailment that prevents you from doing that, so be it. Pick something that you can do. But yes, every day, 7 days a week, without fail, you need to do 1 workout per day. I want y'all to be financially free and fine. But also it helps take away the stress. Also, it helps from over trading, and you need balance. And I'm also going to be doing this with you. So I'm not going to have you guys do anything that I am not doing, and that starts today. So you pick one right now. Squats or burpees, pick one. And 100 every day, 400 days. Because if you can train your body to do things that you don't want it to do, it's easy to train your mind. It's hard to train your mind to do something and be disciplined, and you're undisciplined in other areas. And before we already talked about reading 20 pages a day, you write that down. Number 5, study for 2 hours a day. So from 7:20 a.m. to 8:20, you're going to be studying ZB and how it moves and watching it. 8:30 to 9:30 every day, you are going to be watching NASDAQ. And this is a big point. Number 6, I need you to study on your own and practice on your own, because no one else is going to walk you into financial freedom. And I'm telling you, from my perspective, I used to want people to study with me and I couldn't get them to. And it was a blessing later on, because once I learned to do all the research myself, I was able to know what I needed to know to be able to amass the information about how to get my edge in the market. I know a lot of you want to do study groups, and we will have time for that in our room together, in our private trading room. But do the work for you, because let's be honest, if you lose $3,000 in the market, your study buddy's not going to give you the $3,000 to offset that loss. Or if your study buddy makes $9,000 or $10,000 in 2 trades, they're not going to give you that $10,000 because you studied. Trust me, I've never seen it happen. So I want you to condition yourself to begin studying and doing your research and practice on your own. And we're a family, but these first 30, I want you to do everything on your own. A lot of times too, people want to talk to offset the work. I know there's an emotional high that you get when you learn something new and you want to share it, but it's only valuable if you can execute and monetize from it. Even to this day, I still do all of my research on my own, do all of my chart time on my own. Gets done faster that way, and no one will be able to take that from you. I want you to have a gift that can last you your entire life. Okay, so study on your own. I'll make sure that we have plenty of community time together. Trust me, plenty. But study on your own and practice trading on your own. Number 7, I want you to calculate the high and low of each trading day so you can know what the true ranges are. And I want you to just write them in a notebook. I'll get the planners out soon. We'll get them made for you. And you guys can pick one up if you want one. But right now, just do it on. I know some of you going, can I do it in Excel? I'd rather you just write it out at first. Because you can end up playing on Excel in your sheet so much that you actually forget to study and trade. I've seen it happen. Number 8, play your affirmation at night. Distill a part of your daily accountability set. And then number 9, 2 practice trades per day. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 2 per day, only 2. 1 on ZB, 1 on NASDAQ. If you don't have a ZB move and you only get 1 on NASDAQ, great. That's fine. You don't have to force 2. And vice versa. Let's say you get 1 on ZB and 1 not on NASDAQ, cool. But these are the only 2 instruments that we're going to trade. These 2. Write this down. I must take 300 trades the exact same way every single time without changing anything. If you're taking the trades at the spot that is designated for you, there's nothing else for you to do. There's nothing else for you to do. The same spot.
Bet you at the edge of my mind.
There will be no secondary strategy given. You need to master this one. Okay? How long will it take you to get good? For those of you that already have experience, it may take you 3 months to get this down. For those of you, if you're just beginning, maybe 6 months. If you stop and start, it's going to take you 9 months, probably. So continue and focus in. I'm going to tell you the ones that are quiet and just do the work or do the best, the fastest. And if you just follow the plan and do not deviate, you will surprise yourself at how well you'll do. Okay, so by the time we get into the live trading room, I should be able to call on any one of you and be like, hey, tell me where to get in. And we're all looking to get in at the same spot, take the trade. We should be okay. Okay, no deviation. So I want to hear about, man, it's triple top here and then the news is telling me this and da-da-da. One place to get in, one predetermined exit, and after we get up a certain amount of percentage points, the ATM is going to automatically lock in profit for us. For those of you that had the other sniper set up, This is the new and improved one. And also when you trade NASDAQ, you won't get locked out as quickly either. So you're going to have time for it to break in your favor to the upside or to the downside and be good. And these are the only one targets you use. So when I do a check on your chart trader, I should only see Red Panda Sniper for NASDAQ and the Red Panda Sniper for ZB. That's it. Don't change anything. Don't change anything. Because if you start to tinker, you have to start over. So let's say you change what your target is at your 250th trade. You have to start over from zero for your first trade for your 300 trades. Don't do it. And then write this down when you go live. Here's your trading plan. 8 trades per month.
The quantum consciousness.
You will trade on either Friday or Monday. So write which day is best for you right now, because that's the schedule you're going to stick to.
All for free. Yes, so.
And you get 2 trades per week. So you get a whole bunch of practice reps, because practice should be harder than the actual game. And I know for damn sure everyone here, if you follow this plan, you should be able to knock out 2 trades a week with no issue. With no issue, and be consistent. I know some of you had a ball in March, April, and May. If you started trading, whether it was on the future side or options, and you hit some big moves, 30 grand, 60 grand, 80, some of you hit 100. And then what happened? The market changed in August and September, and those wins were not able to be there as easily. Consistency is so key. And the great thing is the volume is the same. I don't have to hunt for the new thing to trade. I can always trade in here. So you get 2 trades per week. You have less stress, less risk, more joy. And then write this down. You only need 48 completed trades for the year. So hypothetically, I want you to look and see. Just take the target and see what those numbers would be if you hit that 48 times inside of a year. And stop. And that's just with 5 contracts. Wait till you get into alpha and you start trading 15 and 20 and 25 and 33. You're only 12 trades away from a chance of freedom. Trading has a bunch of risks, so I want you to take the time to really get good at this and master this. And this is key. Write this down. I want you to take 50% of the money that you make from short-term investing and put it into long-term assets. The reason I designed a program like this with no fluff and a whole bunch of lessons about shit that does not matter is because I want you guys to get right to the trading part and the practicing part. You've read enough. Some of you are doing 2 or 3 hours worth of work already. Right? So I want you to take 50% of the money that you make and put it long-term into the market. The only times I want you to trade is from 7:20 a.m. to 8:20 for ZB and 8:30 a.m. Central to 9:30 a.m. Central. At 9:30, it's a hard cutoff to stop for NASDAQ. 8:20 a.m. is a hard cutoff for ZB. No exceptions. Too many of you are getting your ass kicked trading during non-ideal times. I want you to play the audio affirmation while you are investing to keep yourself calm. And the reason I want you to take less trades, because yeah, of course, sure, you can take 200 trades in a year, 300, but it's like you're going to come back to the same conclusion of a sweet spot. All my traders that already know how to trade, let's be real, 12 trades is nothing on a year, right? That's easy. Some of you can knock that out in a month. Some of you have the capability to knock that out in 10 trading days. Less. We got to start with the end in mind. What's a sample size that you can hit that can have a big impact on your life? And it's not a lot of trades. Right? So 12 is a good gear, good initial place to aim. But I want you to take less trades, because people who trade more often lose all their damn money. So under no circumstances Are you able to go live for 300 trades? I don't care. No. Knock out 300, then go. So this is clear. Once again, you can't go live until 300 practice trades are taken. Sorry. How much will be made per trade? So if you win on ZB, write this down. 5 contracts, you get 32 ticks. That would be $5,000 for one trade.
You're mine.
One full point on ZB is 32 ticks. It's $5,000. One full win on NASDAQ is 5,500. Please write that down.
Spirituality. Your reality. We get it all for free. Why can't we give it all?
If you get stopped out in profit, how much will you make?
Surrender.
So if it comes back to your auto trail, you're here, it go ka-ching, and you hear stop field on ZB, you would be at $625. If you get stopped out in profit, it only means that the market came back down and you were probably going to lose. So instead of losing, I would rather you walk away with some money and take some money off the table. And then on NASDAQ, you will walk away with $250. We want to protect losing money on each trade. That's why we have a predetermined stop and also a predetermined level in which we will take profit and also lock in. And how much if you lose? So let's look at this. You do NASDAQ, the stop loss is 20 ticks. You'll only be losing $500 on NASDAQ. Say yes if you are willing to risk 500 to make 5,500. And then ZB, you would be risking 1562.50. That's what your loss would be if you hit a full loss to make 5,000. So it's roughly 3.2 times. And the great part is the stop that I have set for you for ZB. If you get in at the spot where you're supposed to, very rarely does it draw down that far against you. Not saying that it can't, because anything can happen in trading. But that is if you're trading during prime times, it's very rare that it goes against you that much. So let's look at percentages really quick. So let's say if you start with a $20,000 account, hypothetically, and let's say you hit NASDAQ 12 times. So 5,500 times 12. That's 66,000. $20,000 account. That's 3.3x, 330%. Now let's say some of you are starting with a smaller account and you just have $5,000, right? It's a nice return. You're looking at 13.2x. If you had 12 trades, 13.2x. Having a small account isn't the issue. Having small discipline is. Of course, trading has considerable risk and nothing is guaranteed. You can lose all of your money and some. Anything is liable to go wrong. You have to know that. But this is why I stress everything that could happen in a live market, you're going to get exposed to and see. If you take these 300 practice trades. Now let's look at, and let's say if you just go on a monster tear and let's say you win 12 trades on ZB, hypothetically, not saying that you will, but those wins are 5,000 and I'm talking clean wins all the way through. That's 60,000 on top of the 66,000 that I referred to earlier. That's 126,000 in total. Great. Off of 24 trades. If you had a $5,000 account, hypothetically, that would be 25.2x. I'm not inducing and saying that you're going to hit that. Or if you did it off a $20,000 account, you'd be at 6.3.
Your actuality.
6.3. That's an amazing amount of money. So if you pair long-term investing first, that should always be the first hierarchy, and then go into swing trading, whether it's swing trading futures or options, right? So long-term investing, if you are pairing tech, you should be anywhere from 10 to 23%. On the option side, if you're holding out 2 years, you should be anywhere from 15 to maybe $2,000, possibly 2,000% possibly. And then here, I mean, if you just haul ass, and I got an amazing interview with my guy that I cannot wait to release, because he took a small account and built it up to 6 figures. If you're disciplined, I mean, you can potentially hit 25x, but even 6.3x over the course of 24 trades that'll take most people 2 to 3 months is amazing. We haven't even talked about getting to 48 trades yet. Master this. Dream of what you want, and let that dream be the catalyst and foundation for the long-term dedication that you're going to have for this. This isn't for everybody, but you make the choice. Business owners, this should be nirvana for you, because sometimes business is going to be slow. Clients are not going to come in, given the stuff that's happening with the global pandemic. Business can get tighter. Who knows? But at least here you have an avenue to bring in some money for your business, regardless of what happens. This should be nirvana for you, because it's up to you if money will come in. And the thing that I love about it is, whether you like me or not, if I'm able to get in at the right place in the market at the right time and follow my rules, I can add some money to the market, take money out of the market and add it to my account. I want you to download the Habit Tracker so you can track how many green days versus red days you have, and to also make sure that you're studying the market every single day as well. So when I say, hey, show me your habit tracker for how many days that you studied, I want to see it all lit up. And then when I ask for your trading habit tracker, I want you to show me, and I want to see more green than I do red, or more green than I do blank. Okay? When you take your trades, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Write this down. It's a little easy 5-step journal. Like I said, I'll have the journals done and made for you guys soon. You can pick one up. But number 1, did you take the trade at the right spot, during the right time? So during prime times only. And did you take the right direction? So I don't want you shorting when it's green, or I don't want you buying when it's red. Number 4, did you alter anything? Don't change anything. And then 5th, did you win or lose? Number 1, did you take the trade at the right spot? Did you take it at the right time, which is prime hours only for each instrument? And the great part is ZB and NASDAQ don't overlap, so that should never be an issue. With the right direction, are you buying when it's green and shorting when it's red? Did you make sure that you didn't alter anything and track that you win or lose? If you guys have any difficulty with Ninja, email them.
Your potentiality.
I'm here to help you with the trading part. So any technical difficulties, message them. And like I said, when we get in the room December 1st, we can, I can help you guys, show you some tricks. I just want you to get the basics down, get Ninja set up, start practicing, and you guys are good. I only want you to fund your account after you have had 300 practice trades. I will say this again. And if you disobey this, so be it, and that is on you. I only want you to fund your account and trade with live money after 300 trades. Once again, I only want you to fund your account and trade live after 300 practice trades. Okay? And here's why I love the 1 to 11 risk to reward ratio. Because, like, let's be honest, trading, depending on if we're tired, if we're upset, missed a spot, got FOMO, chased, you know, it can knock down our percentages. And not that I want you to, but like, if you are risking $1 to make 11, you don't even have to win 10% of your trades for you to be profitable. I don't want you to do it. My aim isn't for you to be at 10%, but hypothetically, if you lose a few trades, when you finally do hit your big target, it erases all the previous losses and puts you in a profit. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. If you only win 9% of your trades as a short-term investor, you shouldn't be trading no damn way. I'm being real with you. Like, you shouldn't. You haven't practiced enough. And that's why knowing the math and the metrics, because everyone thinks that it's about, and psychology is key, but math is more important. Like, you notice when you get into your car, you don't have to meditate or do incantations. Like, if a system or machine or process works, it's going to work over and over and over again. So, and then because of the movement of ZB, a 3.2 reward and risking 1 is ideal because ZB doesn't move as fast. But with NASDAQ takes off like a rocket. Having a risking 1 to make 11 or 1 to 11 risk to reward is amazing. It's amazing. So we're going to have a Q&A session on November 30th. You guys will get a email to fill out a questionnaire. I'm going to answer some of your top questions, and then we'll hop in and chat with each other, and take questions for a few minutes. And I want to check on you guys' progress then. Also, I'm going to be dropping updates in our Sniper Group Telegram channel. The communication is one-sided because I want to keep the noise down so we can focus on getting these trades done and doing the work, and we'll be good. I want to tell you I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of this program. The accountability stuff you have to do every day. There's no exceptions to that. There's no exceptions. And as soon as you're done with these videos, I want you to start looking at the market. The more time in, I'm telling you, the better off you will be. This is your introduction. But if you take this serious and do what you need to do, you'll have a skill set that could last you for a lifetime. And you can take the capital out of the market and then invest long term. For those of you that are swinging options now, you have the full trinity. For those of you in Alpha, I love you that are having family members or Apex or the one group that have family members and friends watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys dearly. I couldn't have done any of this without you. And thank you for inspiring me to do this program for free. If you guys need me, of course, I am always here. When we get into the room, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I have my eye on a couple of you who I know will do incredibly well. I am excited to see what your growth is going to be. From my experience, the only reason that some people end up not doing well in the market is because they're lazy as fuck. I'm sorry, I can't say it any other way. That's why, and this is a good note too, whenever you see someone that may be bright but has not manifested the results they want, do the opposite of what they're doing. I saw a lot of people who talked about the market a lot, but they weren't able to extract a lot out of it. And the one thing that I identified is that they did not study the market. They just like to talk about the market. Study this every day. Don't miss any days. Don't miss any days. If you can't watch it live, leave your computer, your laptop at home and record it. For those of you who have Macs, you can use QuickTime. For those of you that are on PC, you can buy Screencast-O-Matic and record every single open, and you can replay what's going on. Possibilities are endless if you are dedicated. And some of you have been able to watch me manifest some things over these last few years, particularly this year. And I thank all of you for that, for being a part of this journey with me. And I was saying this past weekend with some people we got together with. Red Panda is not about me. It's about me building a platform that will allow all of us to be financially free. And you guys can stand on this island platform with me and be elevated. So once again, I don't want to put any frill in here, no fluff. In the video series, you'll be able to set up Ninja, start trading. And once you get your workspace set up, you can trade and be done. I love you. I thank you guys so much for pushing me to do this, inspiring me to do this. And now everything else is in your hands. For my people that have been trading already, I can't wait to get in this room and start trading with you. This shit gonna be so fun. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Have passion, enthusiasm, love, ambition, aspiration behind all that you do. I'm begging you. That's it. I love you guys. I love the culture. I'm begging you, protect me. Please no remix and please no stealing, because I would hate that to snatch this shit down. I want to create this platform to give people an introduction into this market that many people did not even know about, especially many of us. So I love you guys. Over and out. Let's go execute. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Welcome to the futures market and welcome to Red Panda. So I want to walk you through how to set up your NinjaTrader, your chart, and then your indicators for how we are going to use Ninja. So I'm assuming that you've already downloaded NinjaTrader 8. Great. And then it's going to take you to the screen. So once you've placed in and opened and downloaded everything, it's going to take you to this control center. So down here is, of course, your orders, executions, strategy, position, accounts, and then the log scale to shows you every step that happened once you've logged in. Great. For those of you that are doing demo for the first time, if you click here, you're going to have to put in a license key. So the license key would be here underneath help. And once again, if you guys have any technical support issues with NinjaTrader 8, please email them and they'll be able to guide you. But that part is really, really, really simple. So you have to put in your license key. I don't want to open and show mine, but license key will go right here. And then to connect to the platform, you have to go to connections. I already have mine in, but you would go to configure, click that. You would scroll down. You would go to NinjaTrader Continuum. And then once you click NinjaTrader Continuum again right here, I already have my password and everything in. You would then go in here and type in the username and password that they give you. So your username will go here, your password will go here. And after you put those in, you will hit apply and OK. So when you get connected to Ninja, you're going to hear a little chime come on. And if you look in this lower left-hand corner, you should have a green light that comes on that lets you know that you are connected. If you do not see that light, you are not connected. If it's yellow, it's pausing. If it's red, you're disconnected. If it's gray, you're completely offline. Okay. So green means you're on. Yellow means it's trying to connect. Red means you're off. Gray, you're not connected at all. Okay. So, go to new, click new right here. And then you're going to scroll down to chart. Okay. It's going to ask you what instrument do you want to use. So in this example, let's do NASDAQ. So it's going to be on the 1220 contract for NASDAQ. Great. And then data series, I want you to type in 20 for the 20 minute. Hit OK. And then you're going to have a chart come up. So let me minimize control center and I want you to do the same. And then now you have the 20-minute chart for NASDAQ. So if you scroll over to here, this bottom bar takes you back to the previous days. But if you put your mouse right here, for those of you that are trading, you need a mouse to connect to because it's faster. It helps with your orders. But you can click here and drag time back to the left and that's how you zoom in on the candles. Okay. I now want you to go to properties. So right click on the actual chart and this box will pop up and it'll say properties. Right side margin, I want you to change this from 8 until 40.
Your soul. Your mind.
Hit apply and okay. And it will give you a little bit of space. So your candles are not right against price. Okay.
Actuality. Your spirituality.
So now it's a couple of different things I want to show you, and none of these are really important, but the main ones that I want you to look at. So is your drawing tool. So like if you ever need to add something or remove something, it's there, but based on our settings, we won't need anything. I just want to show you where it is. This is really important. So how your cursor looks. So I have mine on local, so I can get a crosshair. So if I want to look at a particular price, I can do that there. And then chart trader, which I'll show you last, but let's set up the indicators. The indicators are right here. You only have to set this up one time and then save it, and then we'll be good. So we're going to click here for indicator. And I want you to scroll down. I want you to scroll down till you get to current OHL and hit add. Okay, so it's going to say current OHL NASDAQ 2020 1220 20 minute. I want you to come over here and click this arrow down. I want you to change this color to transparent because we don't need to see it. Hit apply. And okay. And now you can see automatically without having to zoom back where the low of the market is. The low is this red line down here. This is the low of this current session. And then so let's grab this and scroll to the right. We can also see where the high is, the green line. So this green line up here is the high of this session. And this is the current low. For my technical traders, you can see what the previous lows were as well. Right? Okay, great. So this is the low. That's great. So now that we know high and low, that is our resistance of day. Or top, resistance top, all the same. Low and bottom are the same. Okay, we know those. So now we need to add the indicator, sniper momentum. So we'll know where we're going to get into the market. So and let's add that right now. So you're going to come back up here to this indicator slot. Hit indicator and slide down to EMA. For those of you at the original sniper setup, thank you. It's the same, but there's a tweak to it. So hit add. So at EMA, which is short for exponential moving average, hit add. We're going to keep it at 14. We're going to change this to on price change. And then we're going to hit this drop down box here. Setting this up is going to be the most complicated thing that we walk through. And then we're going to change this color from goldenrod to dark turquoise. Okay. The plot style, we are going to change from line to horizontal line. The reason why this is key, and I'll just show you. So let's hit apply. Okay. So you see how here, like on this moving average, it curves. And the part that sucks about moving averages is that they move. And so sometimes it feels like you don't know where you're going to get in. And then also, if you look at the screen for a long enough time, it feels like your eyes are led astray by looking at the EMA more so than those actual areas where you should be getting in because it moves and it can mess with your confidence, right? So I think the perfect solution to this, let's click back on it. And instead of line, make it a horizontal line. Hit apply and okay. I'll give you a second. Hit apply and okay. And now we have a visual as soon as we get into the market, the area that we want to take our trades. So our trades are going to be based off this. Let's call it an equator. Okay. So I'll walk you guys through the video, and we did a real example today of a moving market. But for example, like I said, if this line was initially down here, we want to fire here, green when it goes up, and then red when it's time to short. So, but we'll go through that later. We did a full breakdown. So this is called Red Panda Sniper Momentum. So super smooth move. And now let's go to Chart Trader to set up where we will get into the market. So let's click here. Let's go to Chart Trader. And then let's add the ATM. Go to custom here. First thing first, I want you to change the time in force today. I want you to change your order quantity. So we're going to practice trading 5 contracts across the board, everybody. Okay. And this is going to be our ATM for NASDAQ. So ATM is automatic trade management. So you ever been in a move naked and it went up and you made a bunch of money, and then you look back an hour or two later, a couple of days later, then it slides back and now you're negative? This prevents that. This gives you a set target to get into the market and a set place to get out, which is amazing. So let's set this up. So you want to enter your stop loss, and we will use a 20 tick stop loss for NASDAQ. And I'll explain why once we get this set up. Your profit target is going to be 220 ticks. Go to custom. And after 40 ticks, which is 10 points, we're going to lock in 10. Okay, so put 40, 10. Do nothing else after this. Don't alter, don't change. Hit OK. And then click Save Template As. And then you're going to call this Red Panda Sniper NASDAQ. Red Panda Sniper NASDAQ. So this is specifically for NASDAQ.
The quantum consciousness.
Okay. So this is the cool part. If we want to get into a move, and let's say we wanted to short here, it's automatically going to have our stop loss in place so we can mitigate risk. And then it's automatically going to have our target where to exit us out of the trade, which is incredible.
Your potentiality. Your action.
So in this scenario, we're risking 20 ticks. So this is how you do the math on that. So you would do 5 contracts.
Why can't we give it all back? Easily.
Times 20 ticks. Times $5 a tick. So 5 times 20 times 5 is 500. That would be, if we lost the trade, how much we will lose. 500 would be our loss. Okay, great. Now our target, once again, we can go to edit here and we can see 220. And that puts us in a position where we are risking 1 to make 11. Here's the great part. even if you're not a great trader, with a 1 to 11 risk to reward, you don't even have to win 15% of your trades to be profitable if you're obeying the rules. That's what I love about a high risk to reward. So in this scenario, 5 contracts. And then for those of you like, hey, I just want to test it out and see. If you want to, have bigger trades, make bigger amounts of money, you can join Alpha, only if you're dedicated. So 220 ticks times $5 per tick. That's how you would calculate that. So 5 times 220 times 5. So in this trade, to hit your target, you would make $5,500 on that particular trade. So I'm asking you, would you risk 500 on a trade to potentially make 5,500? That's a good risk to reward ratio. Very good risk to reward ratio. The higher the risk to, please write this down. The higher your risk to reward ratio, the easier your investing and trading would be. So I was like, hey, read Money Master the Game. Asymmetric risk is so key. It's so key. Okay. So, and let's set up our second ATM for ZB. Go to custom. Same thing. We have to make sure this is a day. So if you're doing a day order, it's only 500 per contract. If it's not, you're going to have to pay full margin. So be very mindful of that. So go to day, same quantity, 5. So your initial investment in would be 2,500. On NASDAQ, your exit would be, like I said, 5,500 for a winning trade. So let's go down here for a stop loss. Your stop loss will be 10 ticks. Okay. Your profit target would be 32, which is 1 full point. And then after 10 ticks, you want to protect the profit that you have and lock in 4. Hit OK. Go to save template as and type in Red Panda Sniper ZB and hit save and OK. So let's go look at ZB 1220. And when we are trading, of course, ZB, we only want to use this Red Panda Sniper ZB setup. And then when we're trading NASDAQ, we only want to use the Red Panda Sniper NASDAQ. Say yes if you agree, and you'll do that. Make sure you're on the right one. So when you're looking at 720, you start looking at the market, and that's why I had you guys check in at 720. So when you get up at 7 and you start looking, you want to make sure that you're on the right ATM and not the wrong one. So ZB is up here. And we are in sync. So if I had a move, great. That's why we want to start to fire. Great. And we're done. So that's how you set it up. Now let's go back to your workspace and your control center. You go to workspace, and then you want to go to new right here. And I'm going to be checking the stuff when I, talk to you guys on IG. Talk to you online. When we're in our trading room together, I'm going to be checking the stuff. So type in Red Panda Sniper and hit OK. And you will have that setup saved. So if you click here, this is your properties. This is where you can change the font, the right size margin, etc. If you want to add to show date range, you can hit that and apply OK. But this is your properties. You don't have to adjust anything in here. You're fine. And let's take this off. keep it at the default setting. This right here, strategies, don't need to touch that. This right here is your indicator. Now I'm going to tell you guys right now, no RSI, no MACD, no lowers, only this, high, low. This is our entry. Because if you are adding other indicators, if the trading does not go right for you, I have to factor in for how you're using other indicators. I know what the baseline is here. So that's why like staying in uniformity is so key, and not deviating is so key, and us being in one accord. Because like when we get in the room, even if I step away, and let's say we were looking at NASDAQ together, everyone in the room should be able to call out this one move. The more things you have on your chart, that you're at a higher disadvantage because there's more variables that you have to take in. You notice that all the people that have all this on their charts, they never know where to get in. I think it's like, no, great. You want to master being able to get into one spot consistently over and over and over again. Here's the true test. Please write this down. If you know how to trade the way that you want, are you making the money that you want or close to it when you actually trade on a weekly or monthly basis? It's not about information. It's the execution of the information. So that's how we set up Ninja. This is the primary platform that we're going to, of course, trade off of and walk you guys through. So, and that's it. Every day, 5 days a week, I want you guys to be looking at the first hour on ZB, which I've been doing since at least 2016, 2015. And then you're going to look at the first hour on NASDAQ, which opens at 8:30 every single day. So, and of course in the master lessons, I walk you guys through the rules, but like I said, no side groups, none of that. And I love you guys. I did this, program for free because I wanted to give back and I wanted to help. And also too, I know some of you are also thinking about joining Alpha and you're like, I just don't know if it's legit. I get that because there's so many people who came out in March talking about trading. They never talked about trading before. It muddied the water. So, even with this experience, for those of you that want to make bigger money and $5,000 isn't a lot to you and you need to be in higher levels, I get it. You can join us there and then we'll be in a room every day trading together live. So, but I am asking with love, since I'm giving this, and I don't think there's ever been a futures program that's been given away to this many people for free. I'm asking the culture to protect me. For us, I'm for the culture, but I'm asking you guys to protect me. Once again, like if I see any remixes and anything on Gumroad or, y'all start coaching and based off this setup, I'm gonna have to shut it down. And I don't want to do that because it's my vision to have like 20,000 of us trading together and to be lit too. With our energy, our culture, our vibes, us loving each other, connecting with each other, just trading together as a family, as one unit. So, I love you guys so much. Once again, we're going to open up the chat room, our private trading room. And the great part, like I said, it's going to be quiet. After the session, we'll go through a lesson or two. But the room would be quiet. Just be all call outs. Hey, stay away from this area. Like this would have been called out. Hey, stay away from this. Not time to buy. This looks short. And then all the secondary and third moves that we can get that I'll be able to call out would be absolutely amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this program. But I'm asking you guys to protect me. And once again, too, like I said it before in the master lessons, if you guys want to do anything and you have aspirations of putting together, something, we can talk and I can help you do that. But let's collaborate with each other, love each other, and not compete against each other, because there's so much money available for us. And also too, I do not want you guys to have on volume. The volume is consistent. The volume is consistent, and I'll show you. In the futures market, it is consistent. You can see here how many contracts were traded right at the open. We can see first 20 minutes, second 20 minutes, and even towards cutoff time, that's enough contracts traded for everybody to be able to win, and especially for us to be able to win as a family. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of the program. I can't wait to drop this new material for you next week. And like I said, December 1st, we'll start getting in the private room together and trading, so you guys can see the wins materialize as well. I love you all. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to Red Panda. Love you. Over and out. So this is the part that I love the most. So we're going to walk through the exact setup. And this is from today. So I wanted to record this today so you can see in real time. So we're on the NASDAQ on the 20-minute chart. We can see that here. NASDAQ here. And this is where we will want to enter if the market goes long. So we have our line already there. So this is our breakout move. I know my handwriting's terrible. Don't judge me. So if it gets to this level here, we want to go long. Green candles indicate that we are bullish or going to the upside. And red candles mean that we are sliding down. Very simple. Very simple. So we want to execute, let's say 11,938. Let's call it 75 because NASDAQ moves in quarters. So it goes from 929 flat, 929.25, 929.50, 929.75, and then 930. Monday and Friday. So you guys have to pick if you're going to trade on Mondays or Fridays. And then use the days in between to research, study, rest. You need balance. Fewer trades is better.
This is how heaven sounds at night. Take a vow to be down.
If you do not have your setup, you are going to do nothing. You can already see where support is because this is the low of the session. So support is already built in. The higher the time frame you go, the better. I want you guys to stay on the 20 and no deviation, no other time frames, no other indicators, just this one. You just need the one that you're going to execute off of. You see how it's just slightly pulling back. If it does not go to your spot and we want to take it right at this line, not above, not below, just want to take it right at this line, because if we get some volume and we push it upside, we are going to be good. So while you are waiting, please write this down. While you are waiting, I want you to do reading. If you work, I want you to do your work. From entrepreneurs, I want you to work on your business. And if you're an entrepreneur, you only need 1 or 2 hours, 1 hour in the market for each thing, 2 hours in total, and you're good. Wait for your spot. Our job is to buy inventory at a particular price and then sell it in profit. We don't want to chase anywhere just because. One of the simplest lessons that you will ever learn when it comes to trading or short-term investing. Red candles means down. That's what I tell Xander. Green candles mean up. People want you to think that it takes a whole bunch of reading, a whole bunch of studying chart patterns to learn dojis and double hammers and double tops, and it doesn't take that. It's not about that. Because if it was about chart pattern and candlestick patterns alone, everyone who knew how to read them would have money. Most people who know chart patterns excessively and candlestick patterns excessively do not know how to pull money out of the market. That's two different skill sets. We're just going to wait for our move.
I'm a boss, bitch, you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me, fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I take my time with it, ain't no rushing me, rushing me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me.
Steady waiting for NASDAQ to break out to the upside. NASDAQ is the fastest moving of all the indexes. And you notice how long term I talk about 2 indexes, 2 tech. Great. And we're going to trade one of the technology futures, or the technology future, which is the NASDAQ. You can see price move over here. You can see the price moves there. And when we finally get a move that we want,
Consciousness, which gave us all.
we're good. Just want to walk you guys through a live moving market in real time. And then, of course, in a week, I'm going to have some practice trades in there for you. And then within the next 2, I'm going to have some live trades in there. So same move.
Your potentiality. Your actuality.
The great thing about this EMA breakout strategy is you can use it up and down, which is amazing. And you see right here, like if you would have chased this move and not waited for your spot, you would have been in trouble. We want to identify one place to get in on the market. Please write this down. Master one way to get in the market. You guys are hopping around too much. I don't want you guys to be information whores and be poor.
This is how heaven sounds at night. Take a vow.
And for those of you that are Christian, I mean that in the kindest way. I don't want you to think I'm talking reckless to you guys.
Blow it out, how I blow your mind. Go.
I'll tell you guys, don't buy the high. You can see the moving average will adjust. And we're waiting for that one spot.
You're sorry, surrender.
And when NASDAQ takes off, it takes off.
Yourself to me. Oh yeah.
The overnight high at this time was 12,065. And then this is the most recent high up here. You can see. So that's at 12,000, what, 1850?
That is when the signs got closer. Exit 405 to support.
It's really important because of the speed of NASDAQ that you don't chase anything, because you can lose a lot faster. But once you get that momentum right and you're in the predominant direction, the true direction of the market, you'll have tremendous upside.
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. Know what it is, you know this bitch just ain't fuck with me.
And I'll put little notes in here that you guys can write down, but this is really important. Do not alter or change anything. For those of you who have been previously trading or thinking about trading, if you're not profitable, I want you to follow this strategy exactly. It's marking off where we want to get in. The market has done a great job of making people do things that are not in their benefit so they can steal money from them. You realize when you overtrade or revenge trade that you are only punishing you, and that the market makers and the brokers will benefit off of that. And as I walked you guys through in the master lessons, for some of you, you only need 12 good trades for the year.
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me, fuck with me. How you don't fuck with me. I take my time.
Here, write this down. Don't guess
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me.
where the market will go.
Boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss.
It's a big mistake. Play what's in front of you. Too many people are like, hey, what you think is going? That's only because you don't have a system in place. You need the same target for what you are trading all the time.
Surrender.
So whether we go down, we know where we were short. We will be short in here. Great. If the market goes up, guess what? Same place. We go green, we will be short in here. Or excuse me, we'll be going long here. We'll be buying there.
Your mind, your heart, your body.
Down candle, indecision, down candle, bullish candle, down candle, down, bullish, bullish, down. Follow color. Candlestick reading 101.
Why can't we give it all back? Easily. Surrender.
And the great part is when we're in a room together, I'll be able to just type the spot, hey, short now, buy now. If I see other secondary moves, I can call those out. And it's going to be great because we can all type to each other about moves that we're in, and it'll be transparent. So if you win, we'll put that. If you lose, we'll put that. So
This is how heaven sounds.
if it takes you 45 minutes to get a move, so be it. At 9:30 Central, though, however, you have to stop.
How I blow your mind.
And this is the reason why I had you guys do the burpees and check in every day, because if you could not get those fundamental things down, it was going to be tough, because you have to realize this is a business. I was mentioning today in the room with the Alpha and Apex members, the same phone that they sell in California is no different than the one that they sell in Indiana. They have their processes down to a T. So now that NASDAQ is looking like it's going to go positive, we would then want to go long. And it's nowhere near our area for us to short. This is how to avoid getting caught up in bad moves and end up on the wrong side of the trade. But this is a business. You have to be able to only take a few amount of trades to be able to hit your goal. Once again, trading has considerable risks. I have not implied that there are any guarantees. Please consult with your advisor first. If you're cash strapped, investing in the futures market can be very dangerous. You can lose all or more of your money. And this is why I stress practice.
So you don't fuck with me. Know what it is, you know this bitch.
If you've never traded before, you got to practice. Take 300.
All about my publishing. I take my time with it. Ain't no rush with me. Yeah, go away. Slowly, slowly. Towards me, don't ever ignore me. You'll be.
And let me just move this margin to the right a little bit. And the great part about the setup, you only have to wait for one area to get in. That's why I ask everyone who trades, okay, great. If you look at any stock, any future, if you look at it in 10 seconds, do you know exactly where you want to get in? If not, you don't have a system that's going to work well. There are flaws in every system, but you should easily see and know where you want to get in.
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you.
And I'll be uploading content every week for the next 4 weeks. And then, like I said, we'll start in the trading room. So if you guys are in practice, you still need to practice until you hit your allotted amount of trades. I'm not going to break that rule. So whether it takes you 3 months, 6 months to do it, you have to get through 300 trades using this system only, nothing else.
Ain't no rush with me. Surrender. Render yourself to me.
Surrender. The quantum consciousness, which gave us all.
One time frame is all you need. Master one time frame. Great part about the 20-minute is fast enough where you can catch some hyperbolic moves, but it's not so slow that you'll be in a bunch of false breakouts. So that's a good hybrid.
Your potentiality, your actuality, your spirituality, your reality. We get it all for free. So,
And then, of course, subscribe to the Telegram channel, because if we do a pop-up session, that's where I will be putting it.
surrender.
It's really important to keep your trading space quiet. Even in like selection of music, things that don't get you too riled up or too overstimulated are super key. That's why I want you guys to play the affirmation twice a day.
This is how
I need you to realize this too. When you're sitting and waiting for a trade, I know for some of you it may not feel like you're wasting time, but what you're actually doing is not burning through your cash. Because bad trades will put you in a position where you're burning through your cash prematurely.
ignore me, you'll be sorry. Surrender. Render yourself to me.
So I'm doing these little things to adjust and see, just because there's no move. So I'll either work, play with the settings, but if there's no move, there's nothing for me to execute.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You can see what the line is. Great.
My mind hanging by a thread in lifeline. Just when you would ask for closure, that is when the signs got closer. Exit 405 to support with it. Come to the west side, I will show you love. It is
Oh, I knocked it off.
trying to take you run over.
And no, I don't want you guys to change that. So don't test it. Okay, see, we're almost right at our spot. Almost right at that spot that we wanted.
You know I'm all about my publishing. I take my time with it. Ain't no
To see how quickly the market went from being bearish down to being bullish.
towards me, don't ever ignore me.
In practice, I want you to be fearless. There's nothing. The only thing that you're going to lose is points out of your ego, I guess. But in practice, every setup that you see during primary hours, during the American Open, you got to take those trades. And look how we break out. Now you would fire. So you would enter trade right here. Okay, so let's say 940.75 or 941. Right on the EMA.
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me.
And the great part about this and the way that it's constructed on Ninja through Chart Trader, you'll be able to automatically lock in profit once you're up a certain percentage.
I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss.
Now you would be up 10 points here. And for those of you who do not know me, I know this is not in there. We were actually in our trading room for Alpha and Apex when this was taken. So that's what I said. Next week I'll have practice examples and live trading examples, so you guys don't think that I'm just bullshitting. So, and this is key. When you got it, so if you got in at 40, let's say 75, I don't want you to adjust anything. Don't move your stop. Don't move your target. Don't close out early, because it throws off your risk to reward. This is why I have everybody long-term invest before they actually trade, because if you're comfortable sitting in a position 3 or 6 months, like for example, Moderna was rocky and then today it hit an all-time high. Sitting in a trade is now easier as a result, because you've been holding long-term positions. When people only trade, they're more sporadic, and then people who only trade usually have less money. That's why I start top down. You need to long-term invest first, then you need to turn around from that point, and then swing trade, and then intraday trade. But let's just do some math real quick. So even on this trade, let's say you were just doing a small amount of, let's say you were doing 5 contracts on this move, and then from 40 to 60 alone, put your 80. It's a nice move. That's a nice move. This is a repeatable process that you can knock out over and over and over again. So even from 40.75,
Towards me, don't ever ignore me.
And if you get out of that 80 ticks, you'll be at $2 grand. You want to stick with your trading plan. Your trading plan is your actual business plan. Candle was peach, and of course it flickered back and forth between green and red, but once it went to our line, it went to our line green. That gave us a place to fire and activate. And this is where I say, once you get locked in profit and that trailing stop kicks in, you want to walk away. Literally get up and walk away from your computer and let the trade work. You sitting there is not going to make it go by any faster, but 80% of people who don't, 80% of people don't listen and don't do this. So this is why discipline is key, because the longer you can sit in the trade, the better. Because the number one thing that you need for a trade, whether it's short term or long term, the number one thing you need is time on your side. You need time on your side. I hope you guys can see why like the discipline part matters so much now, because the smallest things can throw off the amount of money that you'll make. Then of course for our big target, we're going for 220 ticks. So once that number is reached, we'll be at, I mean, I know for some of you it's almost unbelievable, but you'll be at 5,500 for NASDAQ in one trade. And we 40.75. Now we will be up 30 points and some change. Just have to just let your move work. I'm a boss, bitch, you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, you don't fuck with me. I take my time with it. Ain't no rush with me, no rush with me. I mean, the great part is when you use Chart Trader, it'll have where your actual target is. And our target would have been right like in this. That's where we want to strike and get in to go long. We want to look to buy at that area.
Can't you see? And it is all.
It's one of the easiest strategies. Simpler is better. Say it with me. Simple is better. So I told you guys I'm writing this and doing this as a frame of reference. Like if I can go back and tell myself one thing, I mean, there are many one things that I would say, but it was like master one setup. Because one of the things that we do as investors, we'll have something that will work and we'll keep tweaking it to try and get it to perform better. The indicator isn't the thing that is causing us to perform bad. It's our lack of execution into it. So for those of you that are technicians, this is like a variation of a golden cross. It's just with one EMA instead of two. Because you really don't need a double confirmation if you know what the true trend is. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got one actually when we started the program on November 16th. So you can see. For life, got you right in the candle light. Blow it out, I'll blow your mind. Go away, slowly, floating towards me. Don't ever ignore me. You'll be sorry, yeah. Surrender. And as these candles continue to print, you want to just let them develop and push up. If the trend changes, so be it. And I know some of you have asked me, hey, should I lock in more profit along the way? No, leave it. NASDAQ moves fast enough where we can hit this target. And this is actually an intermediary target for NASDAQ. This isn't the max the NASDAQ will go.
That is when the signs got closer. Exit 405 to support with it. Come to the west side, I will show you love.
So, and then 995 will be around that area. 995 will be our exit.
What it is, you know this bitch just ain't fuck with me. I write all my shit, you know I'm all about my.
The number one reason that people do not make money in most businesses because they do not have a process down packed that they use day in and day out. That's why I always tell you, and you guys will hear me screaming on Market Mondays, like, stop taking in so much information. You're overthinking your way out of financial freedom. Silence is key. Once you know the right things to study, what to look at, and then volume drops off outside of prime times. So you guys can trade the American Open and then the London Open, and you're golden. So for those of you that work during the day, you got to trade the London. Let me go back to make this a regular line across. And if you study the Treasury Bond Open and then American Open, you'll get into the routine. And then in your daily homework, of course, you would your accountability. It is your responsibility to write what the high and low is of every day for these two. So you can know what the ranges are. Then you can see that our target that we have set is not impossible to achieve. I know it, but I think sometimes if you don't know it for yourself, so literally every day I want you to write in a journal. I don't care if it's a yellow notepad, but I want it written out with pen or pencil, not on the phone. Okay, 11:16, high to low, how far did NASDAQ go? How far did CB go?
Heart, your body, your potentiality, your actuality, your spirituality, your reality. We get it all for free. So why can't we give it all back? Easily. Surrender.
And see how much it pushed up from where we initially entered. Trading is simple. Once we take all the complexity out of it. It's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. But when you follow your rules, that's why a minimization of trades is so key. A lot of people get in at the wrong spot. If you don't know how to read candles and read direction, you would be like, hey, I want to fade this move. It's not the move to fade. If a train is driving this way, why would you have your car go against the train? You want to ride along with the train. We want to just attach ourselves to the whale like a school of fish would. We always want to go with the direction. And the great thing I love about being in the room, especially like in the Alpha and Apex room, like I love it more when I'm like, hey, don't get into this move because the direction is going to change. Because it's the trades that are bad that cost so much and eliminate progress. Almost everyone can win. We all know people that know how to trade and they win and then they give all the gains back. When I ask most traders, what is your plan? Where do you get in? Where do you get out? What's the ideal scenario to trade? How many trades for the year ago you're going to take? And what's the percentage that you're going to get out of them? Most people don't have an answer to any of those questions. You're gambling if that's the case.
This bitch just ain't fuck with me. I write all my shit, you know I'm all about my publishing. I take my time with it, ain't no rush with me. Yeah, go away, slowly.
I'm so honored to have you guys in the program. Like I said, this is your introduction to futures For those of you who want to get bigger wins, bigger dollar amounts, and live trading help every single day, you can join Alpha. I would love to have you, only if you are disciplined. I don't worry about directional changes until I actually see the color of the candle change. So I'll tell you guys not chase a high, because you see here, because it feels like, okay, great, the move is steady going up. Damn, I didn't get in where I was supposed to. I was supposed to get in lower. Now I'm gonna chase it. Now it's at a high, and now it's sliding back down, and then you can lose chasing a high. Don't want you to do that. Please wait for your spot and let your move mature. Please write this down. Let your move mature. Give it time in. You usually need 20 to 60 minutes for your target to be hit. Please write that down. And when I'm talking to you guys on IG and we started in our private trading room, I'm going to ask to see your notes. So please take them. I'm going to quiz you guys randomly all the time. When I see you guys, you know, for those of you that are in Houston, if I see you, I'm going to quiz you on the spot, because I want you guys to get this. And then most importantly, like I said, I want you to take your earnings from this out and put it right back into long-term investing.
So, why can't we give it all back? Easily. Surrender.
And I was going to wait to announce it, but I'll announce it now since you guys have been so amazing and been wanting this program so bad. The top 3 people who have the highest win percentage after 300 trades, you're going to get a cash prize. And then once we go live, the first person who wins 10 trades in a row, I'm going to have a $1,000 cash prize for you. So we can see here the high. So this is support down here. Support, low, bottom, all the same. Resistance, high, top, all the same. We don't want to buy up here. But what does this tell me? Now that we're on this breakout, it tells me that we, over the next day or two, we have a chance to going back here. And since it's being recorded on a Monday, I got a feeling we'll push up. But for those of you who are looking to the left of you, you can see that we're probably at least going to get back to here, this top, which is the previous drop area of where we were before the news came out. Do I look at news when trading? Nope. Usually don't. I'll take into consideration if I see it. If CNBC says that, hey, the Dow is set to do XYZ, NASDAQ is set to do XYZ off the app, great. But I'm not hunting for news beforehand. The great part about futures, one of the many things that I love, it has solid volume day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. That's a good question. What happens if I don't get the number of trades that I need per day? It's fine. Just stop at where you are. As a sniper, we are looking to get in at a particular place and not blow our cover. If you miss your place, so be it. There'll be another day. And the great part is after we go up 10 points, we're going to lock in 10 ticks and just let the market run. So now we're protected. So if we got in here, once it got up into the 50 area, we would just lock in a little bit of profit. Because don't you hate when like you're up in a trade and it slides all the way back down? It's terrible.
don't fuck with me. I take my time with it, ain't no rushing me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me. I take my time with it, ain't no rushing me.
NASDAQ moves fast enough to give you more than enough trades in both directions. Do not overtrade under any circumstances.
Surrender to quantum consciousness.
Stay tuned. I may do a pop-up session prematurely for those of you that are in practice and have questions.
And it is all for free. Your soul, your mind, your heart, your body, your potentiality, your actuality.
Once again, you want one designated spot of where to get into the market. It should be clear on your screen, and your screen should be clean.
So, why can't we give it all back?
It's just a breakout momentum strategy. Very simple. I want you to write down the number of trades that you need for a year to hit your goal. Some of you will be fine with 12 for the year. 12 completed trades at the full target. Some of you may want 48.
For life, got you right in the candlelight.
Color reversal. This is when I would start to get worried. So if I was in the trade, I'd probably take profit on this or let it go to my lockout, because then I can then get a move short here at the same spot. And let's say we go short and then go back green here, I can then go back long. Once again, I will have practice and live examples for you guys to walk you through this, so it's not theoretical for you. I just want to make sure to get a live example in. I added this at the last minute, because of course when you're talking about the market, everything seems fluid until you're in it.
Oh yeah. Met you at the edge of my mind, hanging by a thread in lifeline. Just when you had
You see how as soon as we went to that EMA, I flushed through for a couple points. So even for those of you that missed the move earlier here, if you wait for your move, now imagine if you would have bought up here, you would be crying right now. But even if you missed the initial move, now you got a short secondary move to the downside. And you'll probably be able to grab a couple points out of the move to the downside. That's why I just say wait for your spots.
publishing, I take my time with it, ain't no rush with me. Yeah, go away, slowly, floating towards me, don't ever ignore me. You'll be sorry.
The trading is easy. The self-discipline is the hard part. Once you get that down, like I said, that's why I structured it the way that I did. I want to get the discipline down first. And then you need balance inside of that. And the temptation is, well, I can make a bigger percentage here using this asset class faster than anything else, so I should trade more. Nope, because you can also give that money back. You can give it back.
You don't fuck with me. I take my time with it, ain't no rush with me. I'm a boss, bitch, how you don't fuck with me.
And look at us hold steady to the downside. That's what I'm like, if the market drops, you should know where you want to get in. If it goes up, you should know where you get in. And here's the great part. This area is plotted before. It's automatically plotted for you. Don't have to draw anything. So even in a bullish market, if you missed your first long, you still would have been able to get in and grab a couple points short. Short means down. And I'll do an entire video for you guys on Short in the Market.
And it is all for free. Your soul, your mind, your heart, your body, your potentiality, your actuality, your spirituality, your reality. We get it all for free. So why can't we give it all back? Easily. Surrender.
Please show up for yourself every day so you can get the freedom that you are talking about that you want. Please.
This is how heaven sounds at night. Take a vow to be down for life. Got you right in the candlelight. Blow it out, how I blow your mind. Go away, slowly, slowly.
This is a great example too why I tell you guys you only want to fire off at one designated spot, because if you chase. So yes, if you miss the move to the downside, leave it alone. Another move will present itself. NASDAQ moves so fast. You don't have to chase anything. Just obey your signals of when you should fire. That's it. Anywhere other than this level here, I do not want you to take a trade. I'm going to be honest. A lot of people talk to you and give you so much information on a trading side and have you go through so much to make you feel like you're actually making progress in an area that you're not, to take the accountability off from the actual winning. Just wait for your spot. Here's a great thing. If you got initially stopped out, for those of you that are seasoned veterans, you know you can mark off that same spot that you got in before and use it as a secondary entry for that exact same spot. This is why giving it time and not locking too fast is super key, especially when you're doing a smaller number of contracts. When you are doing a smaller number of contracts, give it time to breathe. You have to give it time to breathe. Got some special stuff planned for you guys. Most important is to keep this community pure. No riffraff, no drama. I want us just to trade collectively as a family. And the great part is if we are all following the same system, we'll look to get in at the same spots.
This is how heaven sounds at night. Take a vow to be down for life.
Like I said, this is recorded on November 16th. I want to make sure that I got a live example in and not just showing the best examples of the market. And those of you that are already into tech, and you already know tech moves in these ranges, and to pull up and it'll slide back down and it'll go back up. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Kudos to all my parents. I'm trying to keep Xander quiet while I record this for you guys.
You know this bitch just ain't fuck with me. I write all my shit, you know I'm all about my publishing. I take my time with it, ain't no rush with me. Yeah, go away, slowly.
No, I don't want you to trade naked. No. If you look through, and I want you guys to look through what your paperwork says in Ninja regarding risks. You want to protect your trades. That's a good question. So, if you, okay, someone asks if, let's say you saw it got here and it didn't get completely to target and it slid back down, what you want to close out live? Maybe yes. Practice? No. Because if you start closing out your trades early, it's going to lead to a bad habit. And I'm going to be very, like, for those of you that are started in a place, and like how I did when I first started, I didn't have a ton of money. A lot of times, and I can only speak for me, I didn't have the money I wanted because I didn't have the discipline and habits in place that I needed in order to have the financial freedom that I dreamed of. So I want to make sure that you do the right things from the very beginning so we don't have to change anything to our existing setup. And you'll see, I mean, there are people in the program that have been lost in 2 and 3 months in Alpha and Apex. It's just obeying the same rules and setups. Like right here, this is almost back to this previous high. I don't want to buy up here. No, I don't want to buy up here. Think of it like a house. If the house is worth $111,999, I don't want to buy it at $110,999. There's no edge for me there. There's no edge.
Spirituality, your reality. We get it all for free. So why can't we give it all back? Easily. Surrender.
And I'll say this too with love. If you're not able to hit the kind of targets that you want, you don't reserve the right to change anything. Let the results speak. Let the results speak. We are going to move in one accord. And the great part about when we get in a private room, there's multiple spots where we can get in, and then I'll be able to tell you what those multiple spots are in advance. So for those of you that were actually fortunate enough to be in a Zoom. You guys packed out the room with 500 people. You heard me call where we were going to go to at 8:29 before the market opened, and you heard the people get in to be able to short and then turn around off a higher time frame and then be able to go long, because it's very possible to catch in a real world scenario the short. So like, for example, to catch this short, and I'm talking about doing open hours here and then turn around in the right scenario, catch this and go long and ride it back up. Does not happen all the time, but
You at the edge of my mind, hanging by a thread in line.
the most volatility is at the open,
That is when the signs got closed.
the American Open, and the London Open, which will always also give us our best chances.
I will show you love. It is only right if you open up. Trying to take you run home.
Hopefully this experience has been super pleasant for you. I know you guys think that you're going to have a whole bunch of books and a whole bunch of unnecessary homework. The main homework assignment in trading is to trade, and please write this down. Trade the exact same way every time. Trade the exact same way every time. Trade the exact same way every time. You're required to watch the market 5 days a week. So if you work in the morning, I get it. Watch the London. Or record the open and record the first hour on your laptop and come back and watch it in the evening. You have to watch it every day. That's not an exception. Unless you go through a death in your family or friends, no exceptions to that. I want you to watch every single day. Then I'll take you to where we end up going to today, and you can see after this. So if you like this video and this kind of breakdown, just type yes in underneath where you're watching it. I love you guys so much. I'm so damn excited for you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Surrender.
I'm going to be hard on you guys. You guys said you wanted this. So I'm going to be very, 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 very hard on you. But it's out of love.
And it is all for free. Your soul.
So it's 11:54 right now, and you can see we got up to a high up here. 95 would have been our exit. And I want to just show you that and highlight that so you can see that the point targets that I have in place for us are within a range of reason. Also, you can see we came up to the same spot of the previous high. A lot of times people what to do in certain scenarios just because they're not following the same rule set over and over again. Then you can see after prime time ended, what happened? Everyone started to take profit. Great. What happens as a result? And we start to get bearish momentum to the downside. And look right now. First entry here. And then we turn right back around and have a secondary move right here at the spot in which we want. And from 72, we're at 60, went to 58. So we've already been up 10 points with a locked in profit. And we just now let it run. So to reiterate, and the reason, like I said before, I'm not going to give you 9,000 videos because I've always stated that trading and short-term investing is a sport. And what is great about investing is if you have great discipline, you can hit whatever target that you dream of. If you don't have good discipline, you're going to stray away from and want to learn more. The knowledge is not inside of the books. The knowledge is inside of being on the platform and being obedient to the spots on which you're supposed to take.
You at the edge of my mind.
So this is why I structured that way. I told you guys it would be very simple, and I'm gonna upload more content for you guys. Like I said, every week for the next 4 weeks, and then in the live trading room, we'll do some breakdowns and some lessons, and we'll have some pop-up sessions for in that private room as well, where I'll break down one lesson. But now we went from 71 down. Now we're at 52. Now we're up 20 something points, almost up 20 points. It's the same thing, rinse and repeat over and over again. You want to master one process. Very simple. Very simple. So hypothetically, if we would have just stayed in this move, just for 5 contracts, when it hit our target, we've been at 5,500, which is amazing. Of course, trading has considerable risks, but even if you have a smaller account, let's say you had a $10,000 account, 50%, $5,000 account, you'll be at over 100% in one trade. So it all depends on your discipline, though. You can see the same thing. And then when you master 2, and just 2, don't look at anything else, just master 2. Say it with me, only 2. That makes this process a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier. So I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of the Sniper program. I love you all dearly. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to begin to have us in a room and trade together, fire away. And like I said, I got some special little surprises coming for you guys too. So if you like this, put yes in the comments. I love you. Over and out. Now that you have the knowledge, it's time that I set you free. What started off as an international crisis and a global pandemic is now potentially an immense opportunity for you. COVID presented some incredible challenges, and I want you to remember what it was like when you first got the news and things became more serious. Life may never go back to being normal for a while, but with this platform and what we've learned, we may have an opportunity to change our lives forever and get the financial freedom that we've always dreamed of. Thank you for being a part of this program. I love you. Go execute and begin. Welcome to Red Panda. I love you. Over and out.
Scared of